Good morning, everyone. It's Terrie O'Connor again at Winning at Real Estate, and I'm excited this morning to talk to you about something that I think is so critical, and I think it's part of the DNA that helps us move forward every day. How about thinking about your inner strength? Your inner strength is something that allows you to put one foot in front of the other, regardless of what challenges or things arise out of the blue. Many of us were challenged with the biggest challenge of perhaps some of us in our lives, with the coronavirus coming. The coronavirus has shut down so many people's businesses. I know we're getting back to normal in some new normal way with being able to work or open partially. But think about the fact that for many people in this country, almost 200,000 at this point, they lost a loved one, including me. I lost my husband, which you've heard me say before. The challenges that we face through this period of time are sometimes seemingly unsurmountable. But you know what? They aren't unsurmountable. It's that inner strength that takes us to the next level and allows us to get back and focus on what's really important. Suppose it's something, not the coronavirus, but just something happens that interferes dramatically with the way your life has been going. And certainly, if you don't have any sort of perfectly good examples of something within the coronavirus, there are other things. And for most of us, the coronavirus has affected how we work. As realtors, we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate. Our real estate market came back, and we've been able to really put together transactions for many buyers and sellers who really, really wanted to make a change or needed to make a change or were in the process of having to make a change. And we were right there ready to pivot with them because that inner strength that we possess and the ability to understand that things have changed and we needed to work differently, but we needed to work and we needed to work effectively and safely. Again, that inner strength comes out. It's sometimes a collaborative effort to understand what's going on and the communication to be able to figure out how you're going to do it through your company, through your family, through everyone that you work with socially and so forth. But once you kind of understand what the rules are or what's going to happen or what has happened and how to handle it, it's that inner strength that takes you to the next level. What I want to tell you is that if I didn't feel in touch with my inner strength, I don't know that I could get up and go on every day, but I do. I do because that inner strength comes and I'm able to focus. And again, we come back to that focusing on what's really important and what is going to take my life and the lives of the people I love, the lives of the people I work with forward so that we all handle whatever it is that comes to pass. For some people, if they've been working, regardless of whether it's in real estate or some other field, and their business is shut down and they're furloughed or they are no longer working or their restaurant can't open. So many examples of people in different industries that have not been able to get back to work like those of us in real estate. But those challenges are real. They're challenges financially that people have to face. What gets you through this? Your inner strength, because when you watch your children at home being schooled remotely and virtually, and they're struggling to try and keep their little attention spans on a Zoom call, when you're being interrupted constantly during the day to help them get on Zoom calls or to help monitor what classes they're trying to focus on. These are all challenges of monumental ways that we have to sort of, figure out how to deal. Parents never had to teach their children at home, work a full-time job, and be able to keep them all safe and confined. It's just a different time that we're all living in. So at whatever point you've been affected by the coronavirus, whether it's loss of job, whether it's children at home, whether it's through illness in your family, if you've been ill, if you've lost a loved one, all of these things made a huge difference in our lives this year in 2020. I can tell you that 2020 has been a challenging year, really, almost from the get-go. Certainly by March, we were all beginning to see the changes that were taking place, and we were beginning to try to figure out how we operate. And really, the fact that we're now closing in on the middle of September, and we've been dealing with this since the middle of March, officially when many of the shutdowns took place, and even before, if you think about the sort of rumors about what it was all going to be like and what coronavirus might do to us. We have put one foot in front of the other. We have dealt with issues, whether they were medical, financial, work-related, socially, with children, schooling, education, kids going to college or not, working remotely or not, all of the above. And these challenges were enormous. What got us through? Our inner strength. And having that inner strength and relying on it and getting in touch with it, I think that's the important thing. You can't just float and drift and wait for someone else to tell you this is what you're going to do or this is what you can't do. You need to know the rules of the road, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you have to think about what it is that you can do to make all of this work and make it better for you. Because we can't change what's going on in the near future. Hopefully it'll all change in the distant future and we'll be back to some kind of normal that we all would prefer, where we can get together and hug and have parties and family celebrations and so forth. But until that time really comes and we are operating in this market, and again, fortunate for those of us in real estate that it's been so good and we were able, as I said, to pivot and help our clients immediately. But regardless, it's that inner strength that gets you up every day, that puts you in the right frame of mind, that's important, and gets you out there to help other people and bring them along as well. So get in touch with your inner strength. Remember that that's really what's going to allow you to move forward. I look forward to the end of all of this, and I know that as time goes on, there will be new challenges in all of our lives, but regardless, with your inner strength and your focus and the collaborative work that you have with your colleagues and friends, you will get through all of this. So anyway, it's Terrie O'Connor, Winning at Real Estate, and I look forward to talking with you again. Take care, all of you.